Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I begin, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chagodash, of honor, small apostles, Blue Millstone, and peace and salutations to all members of the elect, called the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined to be delivered in these last times, to be the ruling governing body of the nation of Allah. Here once again to prophesy the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great. See, hey, it's big things brewing up, worldwide. All right, because we're definitely at the end of this society, definitely at the end of this so-called white man's rulership. All right, the end of his kingdom. You see, and next up is going to be the kingdom of Yahushua. And Israelites are going to be ruling, man, forever. You see, starting with the Lord's elect. All right, because that's what it's all about, is the Lord's elect, man. Okay, that's why it's imperative to, brothers, to hold on to this, man. Speaking to myself as well. All right, hold on to this word. Okay, actually, let me get that. Revelation 22, I believe, or 20 verse. Actually, no, it's 2. It's Revelation, the 2nd chapter. All right. Verse 25, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And what's that we have is his knowledge, his word. All right, so you come to this knowledge, hold on to it, man. Okay, and that's by of course getting your spirit right, even when you fall down, but it's trying, keeping the faith, most importantly, believing on Yahweh Bashim Shai, and knowing that what he said is going to come to pass. All right, growing, reading, giving attention to reading. Blessed is he that readeth, fellowshipping if you are blessed to have Akim with you. Okay, all these things is part of the works. Doing the work, actually the work itself. Okay, and it says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. Right. So we gotta keep on doing the work. Okay. Proving ourselves unto Yahweh Shemashai, and getting better and better. All right. If you are slacking off, hey, pray to the Lord, fast. Okay. When demons jump on you, you gotta fight them, man. But you gotta hold fast. Do this work no matter what, man. Okay. Because that's what's gonna happen soon. We're gonna rule over these nations. Okay. We're gonna really have rulership and preeminence. Dominion. Okay? And it says, he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken, right? Be broken to shivers. Even as I received of my father, right? And like called him, Elder Malcolm, hey, if you don't want to get back at your enemies, you're really not a real man, all right? Especially us Israelites, man. Because we the apple of the Most High's eye. And see, you white people, you Edomites, because you're not really white, all right? You're red, pale, okay? You touch the apple of the Most High's eyes, you see? So recompense is going to happen, judgment is going to happen, okay? Let me get that in Ezekiel. Ezekiel, what's that, 36? No, 35, and it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, 35 verse 5, Ezekiel, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, perpetual means forever, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Because when we were ruling over here, all right, in the Americas, Jake was ruling over there in Europe, all right, during the Byzantine Empire, and then it soon came to fail, going back to the 1300s, and then when the conquistadors came over here, the 1400s, that was our punishment, But you Edomites went overboard with it, man. Why? Because really, they're always going to be contrary to the Israelites, Edomites, okay? We're never going to be allies, none of that, man. You see, it's always going to be a controversial with Esau and the nation of Israel, always. So hey, you did. I mean, you could have, gone through, man. You ain't gotta do all that. Yeah, I know. But let me get the scriptures up. All right, Baruch. So hey, it's always going to controversy with Esau and Israel forever, man. We're never going to be, allies, friends, none of that, man. All right? And if you think of that, you're going to perish with Esau, okay? And Esau is going to show his true colors, He's going to show his true colors at the end of the day. When this man comes out with great wrath, you Israelites, you jakes are going to see, man. All right? You jakes are going to see, man. So let me get Baruch. What's that? Baruch, bear with me 1 second. Baruch chapter 4, verse 8. No, verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies, right? So, we were put in slavery because, yeah, the Northern Kingdom was put in slavery too. It wasn't just so-called Negroes, all right? You had Latino, the indigenous, I should say. The indigenous all throughout Americas, all right? They were put in slavery too. If anything, they were actually the first to go, Cristobal Colon, that's his real name, Christopher Columbus. When he came over to the Caribbeans, all right, the Bahamas, all right, the first tribe he encountered was the tribe of Ephraim, which is spiritual because that's the head tribe. The tribe of Ephraim, all right, is the so-called Puerto Ricans, all right? That's the head tribe of the Northern Kingdom, okay? And they were put on ships, cargo ships. They brought the Native Americans from North America as well, all right? Issachar, so-called Mexicans, they were put, on slave ships taken to, different various places like Spain and the Philippines and, other territories where Spain ruled at, you see. But that's because we offended the Heavenly Father, all right? In the Southern Kingdom, they were actually the first slave ships that brought the Negroes over here to the Americas, all right? It started in Portugal and Spain, and like one brother said from Chicago, all right, I forgot the brother's name, so forgive me, but he even said, how come you don't call us Spanish Negroes, or Portuguese Negroes? Because, again, the first importation of the Negroes in the transatlantic slave trade, it took place in Spain and Portugal, And then they came to the west coast of Africa, all right? And brought, the rest of the southern, well, not the rest, but a majority of, or numerous of the Southern Kingdom, all right, to the Americas. But I said all that to say is that was our punishment because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father. Started worshiping other gods, going off, man, all right? Going off, But hey, going back to Ezekiel, hey, when our calamity had an end, when our iniquity had an end, you Edomites went overboard, man. So hey, recompense is coming, And we not, hey, Esau, after 1,000 years in the kingdom, he's gonna be wiped out forever. There's no forgiveness for him, all right? There's no forgiveness for the so-called white man. Now, if you just happen to look white, all right, but you believe in this word, you're an Israelite. Chances are a high chance you're an Israelite, okay? And you could be potentially the elect, all right? Because only Israel is gonna get this knowledge, And again, we have been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? You're gonna have Israel everywhere, man, all right? You name it. Ireland, a lot of Irish over there that are Israelites, look like, so-called white people. Conor McGregor, for example, and so on, because we rule those areas, man, all right? And we have, we had our offspring in those areas, man, okay? So let's go back to Ezekiel 35, verse 6, and it says, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Right. So you Edomites are going, you're going, hey, what you reap is what you sow. All right? Hey, Revelation, the 13th chapter, okay? Verse 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? You know, so who led us into slavery and captivity? All right, and murdered, you know, genocide, almost genocide a whole nation of people, man, when they came over here to the Americas. You so-called white people, man. You know, set our own brothers against us. All right, but it was from you so-called white people, okay? And hey, you still have us in captivity, man. It's just more of a mental captivity. And when this man comes down with that chip real soon, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, he really wants to. That's like his end goal is to really keep you in a state of captivity forever. Because if you take that chip, all right, so to speak, let's a hypothetical, you know, scenario. This Edomite accomplished what he wants to accomplish. You know, we will never escape, man. All right, but that's not how the Most High written the story. All right, he written the story where the elect is going to have a way out. Okay, and they're going to be covered, man. All right, in a time of calamity. You know how it says in Isaiah 55. All right, it says in Isaiah, or is that 65? It says, let's see, Isaiah 65 verse 13. And it reads, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. My servants shall, it's like it, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, and ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, and ye shall be ashamed. Right, the Lord's going to cover his elect, man. All right, and they're going to be good, you know. When it's all out, hell breaking loose, people being thrown in FEMA camps, all right, experiencing famine, you know. Just all types of different scenarios of just catching hell. The Lord is actually going to, you know, be with you, you know. The Lord is actually going to be with you, all right. Let me get that, what, second Esdras, I believe. Let's see. Right, all right. Second Esdras chapter 2, verse 27. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. Thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Right, so, you know, again, when it's all out hell breaking loose, okay, you see what's going on in North Carolina right now because of those hurricanes. Hurricane Helene, white people are literally experiencing famine over there. And the news is not really, I mean, they're reporting it, but they're not really reporting everything, all right? And see, that's coming from Esau's, you know, weather manipulating machines, really all from the Most High, of course, but that's coming from Esau's weather manipulating machines, all right? And I heard, you know, the reason why is because over there in North Carolina, it has an abundance of lithium, all right, which, hey, that man needs lithium because lithium is used for technology, and batteries, you know, just look up, you know, what lithium is used for, all right? But that man needs it for his technology. You know, that's one of, you know, the elements that he needs, right? But, and there's another hurricane that's gonna come. I believe Milton. So it's back to hurricanes, man. It's a category 5, all right? But either way, the whole point is that, look, it's all out hell breaking loose. You know, people experiencing famine, getting killed with the sword left and right. The Lord's gonna be with his elect, man. And you gotta believe on it. Wholeheartedly believe this truth, man. So there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. Yes, some will get caught up, you know. Some will, you know. But that's all for the glory of Yahweh Shemashah. If you be beheaded, man. All right. You know, but just pray, and guess what? The Lord's gonna put a mighty spirit on you. You know, hey, and I hope, you know, if I'm one of that, I hope the Lord just take my spirit before, you know, that guillotine come down. But either way, man, hey, it's gonna be quick, and then you're gonna be the first to come back with Yahweh Shai. You know, and you're gonna be the first to be raised up. All right. It says the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Right. So brothers that have family, that have children, there's nothing to worry, because you have to remember the elect, man. All right, the 144,000, along with the 1/3, which consists of women and children. You know. So there's nothing to worry about. All right, you have children. The Lord is going to protect you. All right. And this coming destruction. Okay. So let's go back to Ezekiel. Let's go back to Ezekiel. Let's see. Right, like I said, in Isaiah 65, it said we're going to eat, drink, and rejoice, while the opposite for everyone else. So there's nothing to worry about, man. All right, I think I was actually done with Ezekiel. All right, because I actually kind of want to get into something else. Because, hey, you have things brewing up over there in the Middle East. Let me see. Thus will I make, verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returned. Right. The Lord's going to destroy this man's system, this whole man's society, man. All right, and America is going to be nuked with nuclear missiles. Okay. So I want to go into, you know, what's going on over there in the so-called Middle East. All right, really West Asia. You know, you have this regional war with Israel and Lebanon. All right, and the Iranian supreme leader praises missile attack on Israel, saying he will do it again. All right, so hey, I think personally it's a bait tactic, because hey, once they touch Iran and send missiles over there, that's it, it's over. And we know that's not going to happen until the chip comes. All right. So all this is just like rumors of wars going on. That's not what I was doing. But let me get let me see. That's not what I was doing. So Ezekiel 38. Like I said, once they touch Iran, that's it, because you have to remember that Iran is allied with Russia. All right. And this a military draft is going to happen soon. You know, so hey, a lot of these women, these independent women, they're going to be drafted. All right, a lot of these, you know, 18-year-olds and 24-year-olds, they're going to be drafted. All right, in this Third World War. You know, it's going to be a lot of uncomfortability that's soon going to happen. Look at Esau just look around. It could have been Jake. You know, but there's going to be a lot of uncomfortability that's going to happen. Okay. Actually, before I get that, let me get Revelation chapter 9. Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Right. So the first woe, World War I, you know, that's from 1914 to 1918. All right, you know, look up why it happened. All right, pause the video, look it up. You know, do your research. Right. And World War II, from 1939 to 1945. You know, again, look why did that happen? It's all orchestrated at the end of the day by these elites, these Rockefellers and Rothschilds and so on. All right, because they have an agenda. All right, and one of their agendas is to what? It's to depopulate. You know, depopulate. And to take over the world, all right? You know, like Pinky the Brain, take over the world, Pinky. All right, but yeah, a third woe is coming. That third woe is World War III, man. All right, and again, I think when Iran sent their missiles, that was definitely a bait tactic. All right, that was definitely a bait tactic. They know, like once they touch Iran, all right, that's it. You know, Russia gonna, you know, stiff arm, interception, all right? And it's gonna be a full-out war, all right? It's Ezekiel 38, verse 1, and it says, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them. Right, that's talking about Russia. And say, thus saith the Lord, power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, going back to that USSR state, going back to that Soviet Union mindset again, And you see Russia very strong in their military weapons, very strong in military jets, all right? They're very equipped. They actually are giving out their supersonic missiles to these other various nations, right? And it says, and I will bring thee forth all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right. So this is like, you gotta think of the ancient days. All right, you had your armor, you had your sword, your shield. This is futuristic weapon technology of weapons. All right, your modern day armor, your bulletproof suits. Horses is like your tanks, SUVs, all right, bulletproof SUVs and whatnot. Okay, you see fighter jets. All right, your sword is your modern day gun. Okay, and ultimately that's that missile. Different types of various missiles. All right, and it says Persia. Right, it's naming them. These are the allies now. All right, Persia. That's Iran. All right, now Iran. Well, Persia changed their name to Iran in 1935, okay? And it says Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmets. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, right? I believe Gomer is Turkey. The north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare thyself, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right, so Russia is going to be, the head honcho. All right, he is the guard unto these other nations. You see, and it's no coincidence that they have an allegiance, an alliance with Persia and Ethiopia as well. That's how you know the scriptures are true. You have something called the BRICS, which is an intergovernmental organization. All right, Brazil, it stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Korea, but they added a few more, which is Persia, Ethiopia. Again, going back to the scriptures, all right, we just read, and I believe it's, what's that, Saudi Arabia, Emirates, but these are allied nations with Russia, okay? And I believe in this month that they are going to start their own digital currency, okay? So that's going to disrupt, that's going to really devalue the dollar even more, Like the dollar is definitely dwindling, okay? And it's all by design. Again, these elites have an end goal. They want to collapse the dollar. They want to start a new currency, a digital currency. And ultimately, it's going to be that chip. Now, before they come in with the chip, speaking as a man, they might have a different currency, and that might run for a moment, How long, I don't know, but it's not gonna run that long. I ain't saying fucking 10 years, hell no. It says what? How the Lord's gonna speed up the times for the elect's sake. But it's all conditioning, That do I quit. But it's all conditioning, all right? The minds of these people. Esau Edom wants to condition the minds of these people. So when that chip does come, they're already so conditioned, it's going to be no problem for them to take it. And really, he's going to disrupt so many facilities and corporations and bring down, it's going to be famine everywhere. These people are going to be begging on their knees. Just like you have that port strike, right? Which only lasted a couple days. But you have that port strike with these dock workers, all right? I believe it was 4,500. And, they went on strike, and they said each day of a strike will back up 6 to 9 days of commodities, being shipped out and distributed throughout these different corporations, all right? So, 2 days only lasted 2 days, all right? So, 6 to 9 days, that's like 18 days in total. But either way, though, it was because of what? Of wages, you know? And so these other corporations, these other workers, they're going to look at that and try to do the same thing. I heard that Amazon was going to strike too, stand down with, you know, the workers, the dock workers that were going to strike. So you're going to see a domino effect of this happening. It's all done by design, you know? It's all being done by design, okay? You see? Because, hey, that's actually prophecy, man. You're gonna have something called hyperinflation. Now look that up, hyperinflation. All right, what does that mean? Something hyperinflates. All right, meaning the value of a price it skyrockets. Okay, it goes up, and then you have something called shrinkflation. You know, which the whatever commodity you're buying is less. All right, like a bag of Doritos. You know. Back then, this would be a full bag of Doritos. Now it's only a few of them, and most of the bag is filled with air. So you're thinking you're buying a full bag of Doritos, but you're not. You know. So well, that's in Second Esdras. All right, because there's going to be different tactics to, you know, start this famine. All right, or these hurricanes again. All right. Hey, Esau, you know, just needs a whatever kind of tactic. Someone, well, hell, you've been seeing them. It's train derailments. All right, the next thing, someone might blow up a whole goddamn factory or shit. Who knows? Esau got so many tactics. We gotta just wait and see. But ultimately, a famine will come. All right, some way, somehow. You know. So let me get Second Esdras. That's actually 6. Verse. I'm sorry, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. Right, so the grocery stores and outlets. Okay, those are going to be found empty. Orchestrated famine. You see, an orchestrated famine is coming. You know. Let's go back to again. You know, things brewing up in the Middle East. All right. Matthew 24, verse 7, and it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Right, it was just an earthquake in Iran, right, just what, the other day, 4.5, okay? You know, so, hey, the scriptures are true, man, all right? Things are definitely happening, man. Prophecy is coming to pass, all right? But yeah, these wars happening, all right? There's still war going on in Ukraine, all right? And these things are brewing up in the Middle East now. All right, Houthis, rebels are still, you know, fighting some military troops, U.S. military troops. Because, again, this Third World War is brewing up. And that's going to be the hot zone of it, is what the troops call the Valley of Jehoshaphat, the land that's barren and desolate. All right? Over there in the Arabian region. Okay, let me get that actually. But these are wars, rumors of wars happening. Okay? But it said what? Actually, let me go back. It's like. But it says what? It says, these are what you call the birth pains, you know? Like when a woman's in labor and those contractions are happening, okay? So the baby is delivered, and that baby ultimately is some nuclear missiles along with Yahushua returning, man. But that baby is at the destruction of this place, or at the end of this kingdom in totality, okay? And it says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Right. So all this is the beginning of sorrows. Okay? So let me get Joel. Say Israel's starting BS, man. Alright? Israel is you know, bringing in these US military troops. Alright? You see? Because they said now they just shipped US military troops up there in Israel. Alright? Because Israel, again, is warring with Lebanon, all right, the southern region of Lebanon. You know, they're doing airstrike missile attacks in Beirut, which is the capital, Okay, so we'll see where that leads to. You know, they might try to go further up into Lebanon, all the way to Syria. We gotta just wait and see. But this thing is brewing. Okay, let me get Joel. All right, Joel chapter 2, verse 20. It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, the U.S. army, right, the U.S. troops, and will drive them into a land barren and desolate, the Arabian region, with its face toward the East Sea, all right, the Persian Gulf, and its hinder part toward the utmost sea, the Red Sea, and its stink shall come up, and its ill savior shall come up, because he hath done great things. A lot of dead bodies that's going to be over there, all right, in the Arabian region during this world war, you know. Get what, 2nd Ezra 15, verse 28, okay. Ezra 15, verse 28, and it reads, behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, the Middle East, the so-called Middle East, all right, West Asia, you know. That's why when you pray, you pray towards the east, all right, going, you know, towards our homeland over there in the Levant area, and it says, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Right, these Arabian nations are going to team up with Russia, all right, allies. Okay, you see, and it says also the Carmenians, the Iranians, raging in wrath shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come up and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. Right, a lot of these military troops, U.S. military troops, they're going to be wiped out over there in the U.S. I mean, in the Arabian region, right? They already signed executive orders for a military draft to happen. So when this Third World War does pop off eventually, which real soon, they're going to be sent over there, which they're already doing. Again, Israel is asking help from America, all right, to send some of their troops over there to help this regional war, all right, against Lebanon. So, you know, we're definitely seeing this World War III brewing up, man. All right, but again, like I said, it's not going to fully pop off until the chip, all right, the microchip is mandated, you know. And it says, and then shall the dragons, well, that was really it, all right. Okay, that was really it. Let me get Jeremiah 50, verse 45. Okay. Because it goes into that, you know, the least of the flock, Israel, all right, they're going to be the ones that really pop this thing off, you know. Like I said, you know, we don't got to worry about that. Us in the faith, you know, Lord willing, we're probably elect, you know, I hope, Lord willing. All right, but the elect doesn't have to worry about that. The Lord's going to protect the company. All right, and ultimately give us spiritual power, man. All right? See? Because, hey, when you really look at it, we're very vulnerable, man. All right, the elect, we're very vulnerable. Because when Esau comes down with great wrath with his troops, his Gurga troops, and his technology, it's going to be chaotic all throughout the West. All right, all throughout the world, really. But the elect is going to get spiritual power. All right, divine intervention. Okay, they're going to be taken care of, man. All right, and I'm waiting out, Lord willing, I get that download, that power. Okay, that's what we're waiting for, man. So there's really nothing to fear at all. All right, there's nothing to fear, man. All right, again, some brothers might get taken, but that's for the glory of Yahweh Shemashai. But that's not going to be all the elect. All right, that's only going to be a few. The majority is going to be protected in so many different various ways that, man, we're going to share stories with each other in that chariot. And right, divine intervention. angels coming down, all right, protecting brothers, you know, brothers getting spiritual power, all right. Man, it's gonna be, man, animals being helped unto us. Like, hey, you got, hey, the scriptures were written for our learning, all right. Jeremiah, he was fed by, Elijah, all right. Was that Elijah or Elisha? No, I believe it was Elijah. Okay, but he was fed by ravens, you know? He was actually fed by ravens, man. Okay? The angel woke him up and gave him a hot plate of food. You see? Daniel in the lion's den, all right? You know? The angel took Habakkuk, because Habakkuk was making that pottage of soup, and teleported Habakkuk into the lion's den with Daniel. And he gave it to him to eat. And the lions didn't even touch Daniel, man. All right? So that's the type of power that we're dealing with, man. So there's really nothing to fear. Okay? So let me get Jeremiah, all right? 50 verse. $45. Because these elites, they're gonna try to touch us, man. Hey, don't get it twisted now. All right, you read this truth. Look up the red list, blue list, and yellow list, man. We're definitely on the top of that list. They got brothers, addresses, and all that, man. But that's not the fear, you know. This ain't no light thing. And for you niggas, you scoffers, you on that list too, dummy. All right. The minute you watch the video, you're already tracked. All right, IP address, all that tracked, man. You know, Israelites that want to play, you're on that list too. Because you're proclaiming the nation of Israel, which these elites have tried, you know, they spent billions of dollars to hide, man. All right, so you're a threat to their society, you know, so this is nothing to play with, all right? You see, but the difference with us is that, hey, we're going to be protecting these times, man, you know? Like I said, in different various ways, hey, we shall eat, drink, and rejoice, man. Well, the opposite for you people, man, okay? You see? Jeremiah 50 verse 45, and it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, America, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock is talking about Israel. Okay? Okay, the Amalekites over there, man. The Zionists. Okay, and it says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right? Because, you know, when this Third World War pops off, all right, they're going to be the main ones to brew up this third war like they're doing right now. All right, you already have regional wars with Israel and Lebanon. All right, that's prophecy. And then they're going to bring in these U.S. military troops. Okay, that's prophecy. All right, and it says they're going to make them desolate with them. What's that? The nuclear missiles, man. All right, America's going to be nuked 100% on fire. That's the real lake of fire. All right, it's not no hell that you Christians profess. No, the lake of fire is talking about America, man. All right, and Israel's going to be nuked as well. The only difference is that Israel's going to be inhabited again, man. All right, America's never going to be inhabited ever. You know, it's going to be a land it's going to just be a barren wasteland, a desert. All right, for a memorial to show you what you know the epicenter of wickedness was like when it was ruling this place. Okay. And it says, well, that was it. Actually, I'll read verse 46. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. Right. So the earth is moved by how? The nuclear missiles. All right, which all nations now they all have a nuclear missile. All right, damn near. You know, even the weakest nations have a nuclear missile. Okay, because again, they're forming these alliances with these various nations. Russia is giving these different nations weapons, all right? NATO is giving different weapons to these other various nations, all right? What, the U.S. just gave, I believe they just gave missiles and tanks to Ukraine, all right? If I'm not mistaken, you see? So, hey, that's what you call in the scripture, that's Isaiah, the 9th chapter, which says how, actually I'm going to get it, I'm going to just quote it, but going to how war is now, all right? Because in the ancient days, you had war fought with shields and swords. It was up close and personal, you know. Now modern day warfare has changed. Okay, let me get that. Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. All right. I think that's 14. Let's see. Isaiah, the 9th chapter, verse. Use noise. That's what it says. Actually, I think it's 4. Bear with me 1 second, right? I don't got no phone on me. What is that scripture? I know it's in Isaiah. What is that? I can't find it, but I'm gonna roughly quote it. All right, roughly paraphrasing, but it says how, you know, the confusion of the battle back in the ancient days, right? The confusion of the battle was with, you know, swords and shields. You know, it was up close and personal. All right, it was ching, you know, ching, ching, you know, shields clanging. All right, that was ancient warfare. Now modern warfare has changed drastically. Okay, now you don't even have to be in the proximity of a war zone. You can just send drones. All right, and take out whoever, just like how they just took out the leader of Hezbollah. All right, they did like an airstrike, took him out. You know, you see. So warfare has definitely changed, but this shall be with the fuel of fire. This modern day warfare. You know, your modern day sword is your guns and tanks and missiles, and ultimately a missile. All right. That's going to be your modern day warfare, and it's going to happen soon. A third world war, all right? It's going to take place, and America will get nuked by nuclear missiles. In the midst of that, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, is going to return and deliver his elect throughout the 4 corners of the earth, all right, to escape, you know, that incoming judgment. It's going to be here in America mainly, all right? But the elect is going to be delivered all throughout the 4 corners of the earth, man. All right, and they're gonna be up in that chariot, and then when we finally come back down, Lord willing, I'm part of that. Man, we're gonna have the new bodies, because when you get beamed up, like it says in 1 Corinthians 15, you know, we're gonna be this nigga right here. Sorry about that. I don't know, that dog tripping, but no, he probably not even tripping. He's probably just, you know, hey, shit, even animals is moving, really. He outside in the backyard, and you know, he probably going through it too. Probably miss his owners and shit, you know. So, hey, but anyways, you know, I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, well, when the elect comes back down, hey, we're gonna establish the kingdom on earth. You know, it says how we're gonna take the kingdom, right? We're not gonna come together with these nations and have a goddamn, you know, meeting. No. All right, we're gonna put these other nations in slavery. All right, like it says in what? Let me get that real quick. All already got Revelation in the 2nd chapter, right? We're gonna beat these nations to shivers, man, like a powder vessel. Okay. Shit. Psalm 149, verse 7. It says, actually verse 6, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Right, that's slavery, you know, for these other nations, man. All right, we're gonna get the highest, the highest authorities that's ruling this world currently. Okay, you know, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, different, you know, sheiks. All right, Arabia, you know, your modern day kings and princes. We're gonna get them and put them in slavery, man. All right, and they're gonna bow down unto the Israelites, man. Like Apostle Gabar always says, that's when you're truly blessed. All right, blessed means to bow down, you know. So we're gonna be truly blessed in the kingdom, man, because these other nations are gonna bow down and obey us forever and forever and forever, man. All right, and after 1,000 years, the only nation that won't receive mercy is the Edomites, man. They're going to be obliterated, you know. And other nations, they're going to still be subject unto us, but we're going to line up the hell. We're going to line up, we're going to, you know, all right, your punishment is done. Go back to your other lands, but they got to still, you know, worship or follow the laws and commandments, all right, and be our tributaries, man. All right, be under our feet, you know. Like it says in Isaiah, the 60th chapter, all right, 60th chapter, how our gates are going to be open continually, and how the kings and nobles, actually, let me get that. All right, let me just not quote it. It's a spirit, I literally like turn right to it. All right, Isaiah, actually what, 55? Yeah. And it says, oh no, that's, never mind, it's Slocky. 60, right? Right, 60, Isaiah 60 verse. I'll start verse 10, okay? Actually, I'll start verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he had glorified thee. That's when, hey man, we're gonna be on top, all right? All right? That's when you're really ruling. When you have other nations bring you resources and substance all throughout the earth, of gold and incense, like it's gonna name, all right? Precious metals and, you know, servants, all right? Women, you know, concubines, okay? Different type of animals, you know, exotic animals and plants and trees, okay? Like how I mentioned, we're going, you know, the fur of Lebanon, all right? We're going to get all the resources, all the substance upon the planet, because this earth was made for our sakes, all right? And it says, you know, we're going to truly be living, man. We're going to have our feet up, all right? Not doing a damn thing. Just ruling, man. Living lavish, having palaces, man, you know? Jake want to talk about mansions. We're going to have palaces, all right? It describes the kingdom of heaven. Our streets is going to be paid with gold, all right? Paid with gold, man. Whatever liking you want in your state of land, we're going to have it, man, all right? And it's going to be decked out, okay? And we're, again, the heathens are going to build this up. And it says, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, right? The Lord punished us. But in my favor have I had mercy on thee, all right? And the Lord's going to fulfill the promise that he gave unto Abraham, all right? To rule this whole place, man. Because the earth is ours, man. All right, let me see, man, can I find that actually? The blessing he gave unto Abraham. If I can't, I'll go right back, but let me just see. I know it's somewhere in... Abraham was decked out, man. He was. Hey, when you look at, hey, read about our forefathers, man. All right, get into the history of our forefathers, man. They were living lavish. All right. You know, when King Solomon was ruling, all right, it was lavish. All right. Don't just think, you know, a movie came and paid a good picture. All right. Don't just think that it was just some little old kingdom. No. All right, we were so in abundance of everything that it was gold in the streets. All right, the doorman was decked out. Queen Sheba thought that was King Solomon. All right, drinking out of gold plates, or drinking out of gold cups and eating off of gold plates. You know, but let me see if I can find them. All right, promise he gave unto Abraham. Yeah. But it is about a hot. Maybe one second, I can try to find the scripture, right?
That's right.
Thank you.
That's why I bought 2 crosses today.
Okay, there you go. I'm trying to find the scripture. It's like. Okay, here it is. All right, Genesis 12, verse. I'm gonna get to the point. All right, I'll start at verse 1 actually. It says, "Now the Lord hath said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, and from the kindred, and from thy father's house, into a land that I will shew thee." Right, because you know Abraham came from the land of Ur, all right, the Chaldees, okay, which is over there in like Iraq, that area. "And I will make thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curseth thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed." You know? So hey, that great nation is talking about the nation of Israel. Alright? You know, the Lord's gonna bless us. You know? So again, that covenant goes back, it started with Abraham, alright? It started with Abraham, then went to Isaac, then went to Jacob. Okay? And hey, we're still in the process, because hey, when the second covenant is established, alright, because we're not in the second covenant yet, you know? But hey, when the second covenant is established and the Lord put the law, the law, statutes, commandments in our inward parts, all right, we're going to be perfect, okay? And with that perfection is what? It's going to be nothing but eternal blessings, like what it says in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, all right? Deuteronomy, I believe, let me get that real quick. 14, verse 14.
Oh, it didn't make it.
Let's see, Deuteronomy 28, verse. No. Chapter 1. I mean, verse 1. 28, verse 1. And it says, "And it shall come to pass, that thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. Thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power." Right. So we're gonna be covered, with blessings, man, and we're gonna be above all nations, And why is that? Because we're gonna be perfected. We're gonna have the law, statutes, and commandments in our words, man. All right? We're gonna be perfected. Okay? And we're gonna be automatically righteous, so to speak. All right? And again, with that is gonna come nothing but blessings. The reason why we're in this predicament, all right, is because one of the curses, because we went off. So when we go back to Isaiah, and I'm gonna finish off actually. Okay. It says, therefore, verse 11, Isaiah 65, verse 11, or 60, verse 11. Therefore, thy gates shall be open continually; they shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Bro. So again, we're going to be the top ruling, man. Okay? And whatever nation that doesn't want to serve us, they're going to be, wasted. Okay? We're going to have power, man. All right? Superpowers, spiritual power. All right? We can cause a famine if we wanted to. See? Send demons or whatever. Okay? But these nations, they're gonna get in line, man, because it's prophecy. All right? And they're gonna love when we rule. They're actually gonna rejoice. It says in what? Proverbs. When the wicked are authority, the people mourn. Who's the wicked today? All right, Esau, Edom, starting with the elites. All right? These people are mourning the animals, the plants, the trees. Here it is, you got these trees, right? I'm looking at. That's that's built in, and it's next to concrete. The roots can't spread out. So it's like it's compacted. It's actually, it's actually suffering. And that's why it says how the trees are going to even rejoice, man. That no feller has come against thee, chopped it down. Esau will cut these trees down just to make a parking lot, You see? So hey, man, the earth is going to be blessed, all right? The earth is going to be blessed, man. When the house of David is ruling, the tabernacle of David, all right, and we're perfected, the earth is going to be blessed, man. Because the vibration of the Israelites starting with the elect is going to go throughout the four corners of the earth, man. It's going to go throughout the earth, all right? And see, that's what Esau wants, man. This temple, he can't get to. This temple, we're the temple, man, all right? Our body, we're the temple, man. And we're going to be perfected, man. The Lord's going to perfect us, all right? And Esau can't do nothing about it, man. All right, he's not going to touch the Lord's elect, all right? And those that he does touch will, hey, whatever they got to go through, all right, be beheaded. They're going, hey, the Lord's going to put the Spirit on them to take it, But ultimately, he's not going to get all the elect at all, all right? So, hey, Lord willing, this is an edifying camp, all right? To give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaKodash, and double honors to my elder apostles, great millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopeful members elect. And with that, Shalom.